TCTV News. I'm Leslie Myrick.
And I'm Sarah Jones. A plane crash killed 4 crew members and 27 passengers in Siberia, Moscow, Monday, shortly after takeoff. The twin-engine plane was attempting an emergency landing when it went down, according to Uter, the flight operator. 12 survivors were rushed to local hospitals. This crash is the country's worst air disaster since September 2011, when 44 were killed in a similar incident in Yugoslavia. The most likely cause of Monday's crash is pilot error and malfunction, the Russian Investigation Committee said.
On Monday, a Pakistani court sentenced Osama bin Laden's 3 widows and 2 of his daughters to 45 days in prison for illegally living in the country. Each of the 5 women were also ordered to pay a fine of $110.
U.S. regulators sued the Royal Bank of Canada for allegedly washing hundreds of millions of dollars through fraudulent trading. The Canadian bank and financial services company does business in New York. The U.S. Commodity Futures Trading Commission, or CFTC, said the trading scheme was allegedly designed as RBC's strategy to realize lucrative tax benefits from holding certain public companies' securities in its Canadian and offshore trading accounts.
A 6.3 earthquake hit southern Mexico today, Monday, April 2nd, 2012. There have been no reports of initial injury or damage thus far. It was felt in Mexico City today, which is hundreds of miles from the epicenter. This quake was said to have been an aftershock of a 7.4 quake that hit the same area on March 20th, 2012. There have been 280 aftershocks since that quake.
A gunman shot and killed 7 and wounded 3 at Oikos University around mid-morning on Monday. When police arrived at the university, they were not sure if the gunman was still on campus or not. They later found the gunman at the local shopping plaza later that day. One of the victims said the gunman was in her nursing class and got up and shot a student at point-blank range in the chest before he started shooting up the class. The gunman was not identified by police.
2 forced sailors were injured when their 67-foot racing yacht was damaged by high seas over the weekend. They were flown to San Francisco on Monday, April 2nd. The 4 members of the Geraldton Western Australia's crew weren't hurt Saturday in stormy weather as they sailed from China to San Francisco for a leg of the Clipper Round the World Race. One member was diagnosed with broken ribs, while the other has a possible pelvic strain. And now let's take a look at Thiel sports.
Cassidy Kravick, a junior secondary education and mathematics major and member of the women's track and field team from North Huntington, PA, earned a 5th place finish with the javelin with a throw of 116 feet and 4 inches, and a 12th place finish in the discus with a mark of 95 feet and 10 inches at Saturday's California University of PA Early Bird Invitational. She has been named to the Dean's List 3 times. Kravick notched a 6th place finish in the javelin with a throw of 110 and 2 inches at the 2011 President's Athletic Conference Track and Field Championships after earning All-Pac Honorable Mention honors as a freshman with her 3rd place throw of 124 and 2 inches. She also finished 13th in the discus a season ago.
Thiel Track and Field will travel to Slippery Rock University on the first day of Easter break, Thursday, April 5th. This is a non-conference meet-pitting competition from some of the best Division II and Division III schools against one another. If you're not doing anything, come on out and support Thiel's track and field team.
Okay, center for toss.
And now let's look at the weather.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to TCTV Weather. I'm your meteorologist, Zachary Markley. Let's take a look at the temperatures over here on the East Coast. We've got about 69 in Chicago, Atlanta, a little bit in the south. We got 83, pretty nice and warm down there. And up there in New York, it's about 57 degrees. Let's take a look at Greenville. Temperature right now is about 57 degrees, and the dew point's at 23, and the wind chill's making it feel like it's about 55, so make sure you have your coat. It's going to be just a little chilly today. Let's take a look at the next slide. Here's our interactive moving radar. And as we see here, there's a little bit of rain coming in from the east, a little bit of rain coming in east from Ohio in the west there. It's going to be coming in probably in the next 6 hours or so. Okay, let's just take a look at the next slide. And high temperatures for today, we've got about 57 in Youngstown and about 59 in Meadville. And like I said, we're going to be around there today in Greenville as well. Pittsburgh is at 65. Low temperatures for today, we've got about 30 degrees here in Meadville and Greenville area. Okay, let's take a look at our extended forecast. Wednesday, we're going to have some partly sunny skies, about 58 degrees, low 34. And we're going to continue this trend mostly through the week until the weekend. We're going to get up in the lower 60s. Chance of rain on Sunday, maybe a few thunderstorms out there too. You guys have a great night. I'm your meteorologist, Zachary Markley.
According to WKYC.com, the last time Gina DeJesus was seen walking home from school 8 years ago to this day, April 2nd, 2004. This marks the 8th year she has been missing. Gina was just 14 years of age when she disappeared. The FBI are still in search for Gina, and the Cleveland police are offering a $25,000 reward for any information.
Early Saturday morning, an abandoned house caught fire in Greenville, Pennsylvania, on Columbia Avenue. The firemen were able to keep the flames from spreading, but minor damage was done to the apartment complex next door to the abandoned house. Although Hempfield, West Salem, and Jamestown firemen came to help, one Greenville firefighter, Mike White, was injured in the process. White was treated at UPMC Horizon, Greenville, and will be back to work soon.
Center for Toss for entertainment.
Let's see what's happening with entertainment.
Thanks, Leslie. I'm Jordan Lang with the news. Justin Bieber, who was among the stars who won the big at the Kids' Choice Awards in Los Angeles, on Saturday night went home covered in the show's trademark green slime. The event's host, Will Smith, started by warning celebrity attendees, "No one is safe from the slime. You have to earn your slime. It's an honor." And Hollywood actress Halle Berry was the first to be covered in the goop. Taylor Swift, who received the Big Help Prize from First Lady Michelle Obama, Bieber subsequently wrote in the series of posts on his Twitter.com page, "I didn't get slimed, I got destroyed. Big Willie style. Haha, slime is cold." Girls across the country began to swoo as Adam Levine, lead singer of Maroon 5 and coach on NBC's The Voice, announced his breakup from Russian Victoria's Secret model Anna V. The couple has been dating for the past 2 years. The split up was amicably. For the second straight year, Taylor Swift won the Entertainer of the Year at the Academy of Country Music Awards. I want to say to my fellow nominees in this category, I respect you so much, and I love you, said the 22-year-old, who was the only female nominated in the category this year. She beat out Kenny Chesney, Jason Dean, Brad Paisley, and Blake Shelton. She continued by saying, "To the fans for voting, thank you for doing this. This is exciting, she said. "Thank you." 100 years ago, the famous Titanic sank in the Atlantic Ocean while it was on its way to America. 15 years ago, Kate Winslet and Leonardo DiCaprio starred in the epic film Titanic. The love story was an instant hit, and today is seen as a classic love story. On April 4th, they will be pulling Titanic out of the vault for a 3D anniversary edition. If you loved the movie 15 years ago, you love it again. It's time now. Take the time to go see it. It will not disappoint. Victoria's Secret model Adriana Lima and her husband, former NBA player Mark Jarek, are expecting their second child. The new baby is sure to inherit beautiful and talented genes from her famous parents. The couple has a 2-year-old daughter, Valentina, who is very excited for her siblings' arrival. In a new Hollywood blockbuster featuring Apple's founder, Steve Jobs, Ashton Kutcher is set to play Jobs. This news comes after Kutcher's last role in the movie New Year's Eve. Filming for this movie is starting during the summer. All right, take it away, news.
Alaskan beauty queen Debbie Evan shaves her head to raise money for childhood cancer research and to show children with cancer that bald can be beautiful. Debbie shows that beauty is not the only aspect people need to make a difference.
She's a nice lady.
I know, isn't that sweet?
It's awesome.
Would you do it?
No, I could not pull it off.
No.
Oh, no.
I wouldn't do it. Not Natalie Portman style. But this is the last segment for TCTV, so we'll see you next year. I'm Sarah Jones.
And I'm Leslie Merrick.